have direct eye contact at that time.
Right.
The Prince that we know him over the past decade that Sean mentioned in your show earlier, that was a different Prince. You know, Prince was doing something else. But Prince has always been a cool dude, but he was always a bit mercurial. But he's just so amazing, so amazing. I mean, you're going to hear musical genius many, many times, but what you may or may not hear, that he was lovable, he was witty, he was funny, he was intelligent, he knew how to speak extremely well, very conversant, very powerful, and certainly courageous.
Londell McMillan, attorney for Prince. Man, we appreciate you joining us, sharing your memories with the iconic one. Last time you talked to him?
Sunday. He said, I'm doing perfect. All is good.
4 days later, he's left us. Londell, thanks a lot.
Before I go, let me say this. Brothers and sisters, we have to take care of our health. We have to watch those things like that. And we just have to keep lifting his spirit up. And thank you for making this show happen, because we got to keep Prince alive. He's never going to die. Thank you, Roland.
Londell, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so very much. Folks, when we come back, we will talk to Seth the Entertainer about Prince. We'll talk with the singer Yo-Yo about Prince. We also will hear from many others, including Lil Jon, who was a drummer with Prince. This is our News One Now primetime special, Prince Remembered. This is some video earlier of the day of folks outside of the Apollo dancing to Amistad Prince right here on TV One. Welcome back to our News One Now primetime special, Prince Remembered. Joining us right now is Seth the Entertainer. Of course, we know him from his laughs. He stars, of course, in Barbershop, The Next Cut. Seth, this is not certainly a laughing moment. The fact that Prince has passed away. Just your initial thoughts.
Oh, well, man, it was a tough day. I mean, it's really like losing a family member. When you first hear the news, of course, all of us shocked. Not really sure. But then as you find out today, it was just a wave, man, that came over you where it's just, you go from all the memories to, the profound sadness of losing somebody so great. But, having a chance to know him, man, he was just such a cool, funny dude, man. And, I mean, it's just like a lot of people know him as this enigma artist, but up close, man, Prince was the greatest, man.
One of the things that also, comedians, look, you guys love music as well, and I don't care who you are, when you put a Prince song on, the crowd will go crazy.
Oh, without a doubt, man. I mean, it's one of those things that you find yourself, ow, you just, you get loose out there. I mean, dance, music, sex, romance, 99. Don't let Purple Rain come on. I think I tear up every time he get to the little screaming part at the end. I mean, it's just that feeling and so much emotion that he had, and way he can take you, with a song, and the way he kind of rocked it and performed it. This dude was just fearless, and he was unique, and he was the kind of artist that teaches other artists that you got to be confident about what it is that you do, and believe in it, and own it, and be bold about it, and all of those things. And that's how he led as well, man. All
right, then, Seth the Entertainer. We appreciate it, bro. Thanks a lot.
All right, bro. Right on, man.
Thank you very much for joining us. Folks, joining us right now from Full Force, Bow-Legged Lou, Paul Anthony. They join us right now, plus Christopher Kidd Reed. Gentlemen, how are you?
Okay.
Roland.
I understand Bow-Legged Lou and Paul Anthony, House Party was a favorite film of Prince's.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he loved that, man. We loved the brother, too. Also, we worked together on Patti LaBelle's album also, so it was a pleasure, knowing that.
And Prince would always, mimic some of the lines from House Party. He really loved House Party, and,
crazy.
Man, it's just going to be, it's a sad day, but he's up in heaven with the man above,
When you talk about working with him, I mean, he was certainly a musical genius, and, I mean, there was nothing he could not do in the studio.
Nothing.
Exactly, and he knew the importance of just being minimal with it. Although he played everything, some of his biggest hits were as simple as "When Doves Cry" and "Sign of Time." So he played everything, but he knew the texture of music, and he knew the quality was in just simplicity, you know. And he loved us when we did that. We worked on a few projects of his, and he said it restored his faith in music when he heard our stuff, and you know, it was just a wonderful pairing, you know, lots of times.
And the brother had such a great sense of humor also. I mean, sometimes you look at Prince, just look at him serious, but man, he had a great sense of humor. He cracked jokes with the best of them as well, man.
Folks, the video you're watching right now, this is the video that we shot, our News One Now crew shot of Prince performing at Essence in 2014. That's what you're seeing. I want to bring in Yo-Yo to this conversation. She joins us via FaceTime as well. Yo-Yo, how you doing?
I am wonderful. How about yourself?
Doing great. Just share your initial thoughts about Prince.
Well, you know, Prince was an artist, of course, and he had such an influence on hip hop, which a lot of people I don't think are aware of, because he gave hip hop artists, a chance to be unique, leather players.
Yo-Yo, not only when you talk about the inspiration, what I tell people at the Soul Train Awards, he made when he got honored, he made everybody stand up, and he made it perfectly clear to the artists, you better focus on the business of show business.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at RZA, when you look at Tribe Called Quest, when you look at Wu-Tang Clan, when you look at Taylor Swift, so many different artists who were scared to bite the hand that fed them because of these big engines that we work for and work behind. It was unnatural for us to speak about things that was bothering us, for us to talk about things that we knew was a problem with our career, and he made that just so. He made he made us feel comfortable doing it, because he was such a grand artist to us, and to witness him doing just that and saying, hey, listen, you can take the music, but you can't take my artistry. And that's what so many of us were afraid that was going to be snatched from us, our artistry. And he was such a leader and a feminist. I mean, he loved working with strong women. Look at all of the strong women he worked with and stood behind.
I want to pull up right now Raheem Devon, who's in the studio with us, also Wes Felton. Raheem, when we talk about Prince in these different styles, I mean, look, there was nothing he couldn't do. You would hear a song and it's rock, then you would hear R&B, then you would hear pop, then you would hear a love song. I mean, he just said, forget a box, there are no boxes.
Yeah, I think it's really just about whatever he wanted to embrace at that moment, or whatever he wanted to express artistically. You know, at that moment is what he vibed on and did, and I think that's what every artist, you know, should do. You know.
Wes?
You know, when you think about Prince, as an African-American man, something that he did that so often artists don't get a chance to do in the music industry, Prince required you to accept him as he was. You know, when he first came out, some people were shocked by maybe some of the things that he wore, or even some of the ways that he chose to express himself about love. But when you really think about it, you had to come to the table with him, not just as a fan, but then consequently in the long run, as we saw, as a businessman as well.
Bow-Legged Lou, favorite Prince song?
Erotic City, that he did with Sheila E.
Paul Anthony, favorite Prince song?
Oh, no question. Pink Cashmere.
That's a good jam. Yo-Yo, favorite Prince song?
Pretty Nikki.
Paul, Bow-Legged Lou, Yo-Yo, I certainly appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
Love you guys.
Folks, when we come back, we're going to hear from Lil Jon, who was a drummer for Prince, and we'll also continue talking with Raheem Devon as Wes Felton. All of that, folks, as we continue to...
James Brown Wood and everything like that.
And that was anything else?
He is the epitome of genius, man. You got Stevie Wonder, you got Michael Jackson, you got Prince.
All right then, man. Well, I certainly appreciate it. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that was Lil Jon, drummer for Prince. There's lots of things happening right here. Earlier, I had a chance to interview Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind & Fire. He shared his thoughts about Prince as well. And one of the things he talked about, that he had a friend, somebody who works with him, who had a family member who worked at the hospital where Prince was dropped off. And so here's a little bit of the Philip Bailey interview.
And